So the creepy part in here is that he wasn't by himself. And I'm gonna sound so crazy, and thinking about it, it does sound crazy.
Yeah.
But he was with this.
Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to today's video, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have here one of my very long time besties since we were like little, like in our teenage years, right? um I'll let her introduce herself because today we have something kind of juicy for y'all. So go ahead and introduce yourself,
But
bestie.
not your typical juicy. By the way, I'm Fabi. She's my Sanchita. That's how I call her. Molly.
Exactly. Mwah. So today, you guys, I basically wanted to do and show you guys a video of my friend's interesting history with the paranormal. So basically what we're doing is we're going to be talking about your first experience of the paranormal and your first encounters and stuff like that.
So I was about 4 or 5 years old. It was around this time of year.
Yeah.
I remember because my family is Catholic. So they do, like, I'm consider myself Catholic. I'm more spiritual. Even though I did grow up in a Catholic household.
Right. And Catholic beliefs.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So my grandma, or my great grandma, she passed away around Ash Wednesday, which in that year I remember it hit on a Wednesday of the month of February. So it was, I'm guessing, before I turned 5. So in Mexico, because I was born in Mexico, raised in California. In Mexico, they usually do a viewing in the person's house. They don't really have like mortuaries. Well, lately, as of now, they've started to open those, but usually they do it in the person's house. So my great grandma, she had her viewing in her son's house. And the first thing,
viewing, what do you mean by
like a funeral. Yeah.
Oh, a funeral?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So they do an open casket, but it's kind of different from how they do it here. You know how like here you actually can't touch the body, trigger warning, because for some people it's like gory or weird. For me, it's how I get closure. I actually need to touch the person's hand. So I remember that, like, going back to the casket, they actually put a glass so you can actually touch them, but you can see them.
Okay.
So obviously she was dead. There's no way they can breathe. Like, I could literally see the glass going foggy, as if she was breathing.
Really?
Yeah, it was really creepy because.
But like from afar?
Well, I was like fine. I was literally like looking down, and next to me, like I know it wasn't my breath, because like I even touched the glass, and if it could have been my breath, I would have wiped it off.
So how was the glass set up? Like on top of her body, or
yeah, pretty much. So it's like how it's like the open casket.
Yeah.
Like here, how it's usually like open, you can touch them. No, they're actually like completely flat out laying down. They're not propped, nothing. They're just like flat out laying down.
Yeah.
And like the glass is pretty much like, let's say this is me inside of the casket, and the glass is like right here. Like it's not close. It's not close to their face or to the corpse.
Okay.
And I told my mom, like, I remember, your grandma's breathing. And I got my first, you're crazy. So since then, I'm the crazy of the family.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people can relate though.
Yeah. So then next to my uncle's house, which is my mom's uncle, lives her aunt, and she's like, you know what, your daughters are small, they shouldn't really be here in this type of setting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take them to my house so they can sleep. So it was a huge room because usually in Mexico the rooms are pretty huge. Like you can have a small apartment inside of that little room, or not little room, huge room.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so there was like two like queen size beds, if not like, because they weren't like the twin. They're like not the queen, but the other one, like the smaller than the queen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was one on one side of the wall, which was the left, and the other one was on the right. And then there was like a little closet across, like right in between those two rooms, and then a wooden chair. There was nothing, no clothes hanging on that like chair, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting down, and I was just looking straight, and I saw a man. And the thing is that a lot of people have said they've seen that man, but I wouldn't think it's that so-called man with a top hat, because he looked like a hunter. Like he was wearing a trench coat and a hat.
Mm-hmm.
And the
So
thing
is
is,
this like your second experience, or is this
it was
just a
that day.
random one?
No, it was that day. And
Oh,
like
the
once
same
I
day.
went, yeah,
Wow.
once I
Okay.
went to my aunt's house to go to sleep, I was just hanging out. I'm guessing since I was little, I've had issues like falling asleep easily or quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember that I started jumping from that bed to my mom's bed because my mom was sleeping with Vero, my sister, and I was sleeping with my cousin. And I was telling my mom, there's a man right there. And both Vero, my mom, and also my cousin, they're like, there's nobody, it's just a chair. And I was like, yeah, there's a man and he's looking at me. But the thing is that I didn't see a face. I just know that he was staring because I mean, it was just straight like that from where I was sitting in the bed.
And he was staring at you, you said?
But there was no face. Like it was just like a hollow
So
face of
you
that.
could just feel that
It
it
was
was staring
staring.
at you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that happened. And again, my mom didn't believe me. You're crazy. You're tired. Go to sleep.
Mm.
Happened next month. So that happened in February when my great grandma's viewing was going on, or her funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And then next month, March, it was my uncle's wife's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So in that place, it's where we have our house in Mexico. So it's like a private property. Like it's different houses, but it's like private. It's like kind of like a gated community, sort of say.
Mm-hmm.
So next to our house, it's literally nothing. It's just grass and that's it. No house. Up until this day, like from that time till now, there's nothing built there. So I remember we used to go play in there. And I remember like all of a sudden I started feeling scared, like someone was watching me. And I remember I turned around because it was dark. It was already at night. I don't know the time. And I see that guy again, the same guy I saw in my aunt's room.
And this is a different area now?
A total different area.
Okay. The
Still in
the
Mexico.
same guy?
Yeah, still in Mexico, just different month and different
Girl,
area.
you know Mexico is like one of the most haunted places in the earth.
Anyway, so the creepy part in here is that he wasn't by himself.
Okay. He
And I
wasn't by himself?
uh, and I'm gonna sound so crazy, and thinking about it, it does sound crazy.
Yeah.
But he was with a skeleton dog.
A skeleton dog? Like literally a skeleton
Yeah.
dog?
This was literally the man who like grabbing a leash with a skeleton dog. It was only those two times I saw that entity per se in
Right.
Mexico, because once I moved to California, I saw him there again.
When you moved to California. So in a way, it seems like that spirit was kind of like following you.
Pretty much. Now jumping to a story in California, I was around 7 years old. I was taking a shower, and I remember I got out of the bathroom, and my mom was waiting for me outside of the bathroom because I don't know what she was gonna ask me. So I was now walking into my room. It was literally like the bathroom was here, and then my room was here. So she was just standing outside my room, my mom, and I was talking to her like we were having a full blown conversation. And I was kneeling down looking for my pajamas. And next thing you know, I asked my mom a question and she wasn't answering. And I was like, Mom, I asked you a question. And next thing you know, my mom wasn't there. And the person who was there was that guy.
Wow.
No
So you were
longer
kind of like talking to yourself. Well, not talking to yourself, but
pretty
you were
much.
talking to your mom and you were just like
Yeah.
saying stuff. And then as soon as you're like, oh, yeah, 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 whatever. And then you look up and you're like, and then you saw the,
Yeah, and he was just there standing right where my mom was standing.
oh, okay. And what was he doing?
He was just looking down at me. That's all he would do.
Just like, again, like no face, no nothing. Did he have like the little skeleton dog with him that time? Or
Oh no, it was just that one first time I saw that skeleton dog. Other than that, I never saw it again. But
yeah.
that guy, I do want to say it was the last time I ever saw him. So remember how I told you that my mom called me crazy, that there was nobody, that I had never seen nobody.
Mm.
So 2 years ago, when I started dialysis, we were talking, my mom and I, because I was in the ICU for almost a week. I was not in any type of drugs, so I was not high.
Mm-hmm.
She randomly, like, to me, it's like the most random thing my mom has ever asked me. She's like, describe the guy you told me you used to see.
Hmm.
I told her, trench coat and a hat. It looked like he was a hunter. Her eyes literally opened wide.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're literally describing my cousin.
Hmm.
And she told me that the room we were sleeping that night of my great grandma's funeral, that room used to be his room. He accidentally killed himself because he was a hunter. He was, trigger warning. Sorry, I should have said that before I said that he killed himself. He did not commit suicide, but he was cleaning his rifle
Mm.
and he accidentally shot himself. So
Right.
that's the guy who I would always see.
I mean, that would make sense, you know.
Mhm.
And I mean, that's crazy if but it's crazy, but it also makes sense because he is in your family lineage.
Yeah.
And so since you are one that is more receptive to those energies, to the paranormal, ghosts, things like that, and spirits, it would make sense that he would attach himself to you.
The explanation I give to myself, it's maybe that he only came up to me because he saw that I was the only one who was able to see him, even though I was little. And now looking back, I was afraid of it because it was all new to me. But now, like, seeing it now, it's like the most normal thing for me.
I mean, that's crazy. Obviously, I know you got way more stories, way more other things to share with everybody and all of us here on YouTube. So I think we'll kind of end it here for now. If you guys did enjoy this like little story times videos with me and my friend and my son Cheetah.
Well, my name is Molly.
Yes. If you guys can do us both a favor and like this video and share, subscribe, do all that stuff. If you guys want to hear more about it or about her stories and things like that, let us know down in the comments. Let us know any experiences that you guys have had of your own, how old you guys were when it started for you. If you guys are interested in just reaching out to her for any reason, I will leave all her information down in the description. Click on her links. You guys feel free to obviously contact her, talk to her. And yeah, so to all my non-new subscribers out there, thank you guys so much for watching. Fabi, you know, girl, I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining in on my video. Taking the time out to share your little paranormal scary stuff. I super loved it and I super enjoyed it and I really appreciate it. Like I said, I love you guys and stay safe out there and take care out there, and I will see you guys.
Your energy.
Yes, protect that energy. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.